achieving, to do better about what you're passionate about, no matter the circumstances, whether it's from schoolwork to working a job and just being all around busy. As you sit in class, disregarding the teacher of the null ideas of the quadratic formula, stare out the window, and wishing to disappear from class and rather surf, ski, and do other appealing activities, you get a warm feeling of the stoke and later embrace those things later when given the opportunity. Being at school all day or having a hard-working job makes doing these activities much more exciting because you aren't granted the opportunity that often, and it being more difficult makes it that much cooler. I think about all the time of getting out and surfing all day with friends and coming home tired and sunburned. Surfing is a pretty radical thing sometimes because as you may enter the water with a fatigued and stressed feeling from work or school earlier in the day, but when you exit the water, you get an awareness of satisfaction. You make a connection with the ocean's boundless energy and are propelled into an ethereal experience. I enjoy it a lot. It's something I will never give up for the rest of my life. As I will take these enjoyable activities in my life, I will create stronger relationships and bonds with friends in the future. As I had mentioned earlier, I don't like going a day wasted at all. The reason is I contemplate on how I could have done something more fun or more productive. For me, and maybe for some of you, it feels like the day goes by like a rocket, just sitting at home and lounging around all day, eating pizza and watching Netflix. That life isn't for me. I like living my life with adventure and trying new and interesting things. Coming into my freshman year, I played soccer for about 8 years, and I finally realized running is something I could potentially excel at. Arriving at the first practice, we ran a solid 4 miles, leaving me fatigued and weary towards the end. But I realized this was something I loved and wanted to do more often. The following year, I quit lacrosse and while being induced by others and picked up track, leaving me up playing 2 sports that were mainly focused on running. Something I never knew I could transcend at, but my curiosity made me experience several of my most fond memories of high school. Living in Marin, as we all know, can be filled with migraine-inducing stress. Most of us are focused on paying high rents and mortgages with the goal of having a little bit left over at the end of each month. But part of the benefit for putting up with all that is that Northern California can be an adventure waiting to happen. There's all sorts of biking trails, hiking trails, beaches, and San Francisco is right around the corner, which is what I love about Marin because of the numerous options and activities. Consistently exercising and staying fit keeps me going. Running enables me to do a lot of sports and exercise at the same time. When I ski, being at a high altitude where the top of the mountain reaches over 8,000 feet and the air is thinner trains me to run easier and faster for being at the higher elevation so frequently. Running is a pretty bizarre thing sometimes. When you begin to stretch before you run, you feel ready and amped up. As you begin to run, you notice you have an irritating cramp and start to feel weary. For me, first starting to run at Sir Francis Drake High School, I began to feel these things consistently for a month straight. For this period of time, and usually a lot of the times, when I run, I would ask myself, why do I run cross-country and track? I attain this feeling at the beginning of my runs, but at the end, I'm glad I stay fit because I gain all these fun memories with my cross-country and track friends. A strange thing that I enjoy to do outside is to Eno. Let me rephrase that. An Eno is a hammock that comes with straps where you can hammock just about anywhere. It's probably the best investment I've ever made. We journey to the boonies of forests and trails, attempting to hammock high in a tree with a cool view that comes along with it. Our cross-country and track team organizes campouts at the beginning and end of each season, forming a team bond through our hammocks. I bring it all the time when I surf or when I go on trips. After surfing with friends, we'll hang the hammocks high up in a tree in front of the beach, watching the waves and the sunset after the wonderful session in the water. The things I'm passionate about fit my personality and my characteristics. I believe it's quite significant in life to know what makes you happy and the passion that follows with it. My love for outdoor activities and constant exercise makes me happy, and these actions are something I will never give up for the rest of my life. It's a beautiful world out there. Go explore it, because in the end, you may never get the chance, and once you discover, as an individual, what you are truly passionate about, it will stick with you for generations to come.